Okay, we are going to follow the same pattern again. We are going to hear from, this time, Robert Gratz, Superintendent, Present Superintendent now. He will give you an overview of his background. From there, we will respond to the questions the same way we did the last time. Everybody gets a chance to ask one question before we go to people who have a second one. And I will handle who will speak next, and the questions can be directed to Mr. Gratz. We just ask that people who are in the back, as well as people in the front, so that we make sure that we hear the question, is stand up or project as best we can. All right? So, with that,
does anyone need a form?
Can you repeat that?
Sure, it's
Robert Gratz.
G-R-A-T-Z.
Thank you.
And we have this last-minute housekeeping thing. The forms are important. And we will be collecting them at the end of this session.
I have to get some more. Right, I'll get some more.
So for the overview, Robert, would you please begin?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. This day has been the longest day of my professional life. I have been waiting all day to come and see you. Truly. And of course, as I'm getting out of the car, it starts raining. I don't think that's an omen. I think it's a good sign. I was hoping this place would be filled, but I'll ask you to carry the message. And the message I would like to share with you, this is a great district. And whoever you select, hopefully me, but whoever you select is going to be successful because of you and because of the resources that are within this district. I believe this district is a premier district in the state. This is an excellent opportunity for any candidate, and specifically me. My 36 years in public education, 11 as a teacher, 10 as a building administrator, principal and vice principal, and in my 15th year as a superintendent. Successful in all districts that I've been in, contract extensions, and tenure. At this point in my career, there is no better place for me to be than this district. It's a lighthouse district. It's a district with a tremendous amount of resources and opportunities. Yet, for the past few years, there's been a significant amount of distraction that is taken away from the main focus, which should be providing outstanding opportunities for the young men and young women to be successful, vocationally and avocationally. On top of that distraction, we have an economy that's in turmoil that has resulted in a significant amount of reduction in state aid and support. I look forward to the opportunity to lead this district. Every district that I've been in, starting at Voorhees High School in Hunterdon County, 11 years as a social studies teacher, advisor, coach, matter of fact, the co-coach of the first state championship mock trial team, learning community leader, vice principal, dean of students, department chair for social studies. I believe that I made a difference at Voorhees High School. Then went to Belvedere High School for 9 years. 2.5 as a vice principal, 3.5 as a principal, and then 3 as a superintendent. The reason I left Voorhees is because there was no administrative job. And I knew that as an administrator, I could make a bigger difference than just being a classroom teacher. After 9 years at Belvedere, I had the opportunity to return to Voorhees High School, a unique high school, not unlike the high schools in this district. It's a 2 high school regional district with 13 sending districts that send to it. 13. So the need to articulate, the need to communicate, to be on the same page, to have a self-identity at the same time be under the guise, policy, procedure of one district. 4 years, Voorhees High School, actually within that time, it was a great 4 years. We at one point at that time were named number 19 in the state in New Jersey Monthly. Now, that was very important for Voorhees. That was the highest ranking in that high school's history. And for years, North Hunterdon was the lead school, so it was very nice for us to be able to score higher than North. But what we did do as principals is coordinate and cooperate with each other so that we helped each other be successful. After my time at Voorhees, went to Newton, 6 years as a super, and now I'm in my 6th year at Hackettstown. I have a wife, 3 daughters. The oldest is a biology teacher. The middle daughter is a counselor in Philadelphia. And the youngest is in her last year, I hope, as a fashion major at Philadelphia University. My wife is a medical researcher whose background previously had been in human resources. I have my undergraduate from Moravian College in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and my master's from Lehigh University in School Administration, which is also in Bethlehem.
Thank you. Who would like to begin the first question, or offer the first question? Sir. You do not have to ask the same question. It's up to you as to what question you'd like. Same rules, however, everybody will get a chance for the first one. Sir, did you want to begin? You did not.
Oh, come on, please. You had the first one. Come on.
Go ahead.
Don't let them nudge you, right?
Go ahead.
I noticed you'd like to say what you public district.
Thank you so much. My opening statements alluded to that. This district has the opportunity to be the premier district. As a matter of fact, with what the state is talking about now, I believe this district could be the model of how the state should operate. 6 high school, quality programs, efficiency, quality provided by scale of opportunities. As soon as I get to this district, if I am the lucky candidate, the fortunate candidate, provided that opportunity, technical term, internal, external audit. Reality, it's meet with every customer, internal, external. Find out what you need, what your aspirations are, how you define excellence, where you think this district has met and exceeded, where it has fallen short. There is need to have candor in that conversation and understand because of limitations that may be placed on us by the current economic status, or by the fact that an individual's desire is not necessarily reflected in the group need. We will need to be honest. So that is a great idea. I understand it's a need, but we may not be able to afford that now. But let's see and determine how we perhaps can meet that need in a way that's not going to have a negative impact to the group. My style is collaborative, it's inclusive, it's connecting. And through that, roll up the sleeves. By the way, this is not easy process. It's a very difficult process. It's a labor-intensive process. Connecting with people, establishing trust, allowing people to openly say what their needs, desires are, and being able to look them candidly in the eye and say, yes, we can do this, or no, not now. But let's work on how we can add that in the future. Now, that is immediate. Program needs to be looked at, cost affordability, the finances of the district in light of what's happening with the state. And relationships must be developed and/or reestablished. It's a wonderful district. 6 outstanding high schools. It's time to look at that future. Where are we going? How are we going to get there? Thank you.
Hi, Alex Rosenwald, Science Department, High School.
Hi, Alex.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the other gentleman, because I think that's important that I see both sides of it. We have pretty much, in my opinion, one of the finest faculties in the state. Walking around with my colleagues, some of the finest teachers in this district sitting in this room right now. We have a lot of amazing ideas and a lot of talent, not only in the classroom, but without. My question to you is, how are you going to take advantage of that? Just because the other gentleman provided a specific example of how he's done that in his previous experiences.
You have a significant amount of depth in this district in terms of teachers, building level, and district level administrators. Each one of them brings an understanding and perspective of what works and what doesn't work, what the talent is within each. That would need this juxtaposed of trying to develop that personal relationship without violating the process and procedure of going through the supervisors and building administrators. So it's that combination, it's very much so reflected in what that gentleman asked, that internal audit, that dialogue with departments, with supervisors, with building leaders, to find where those untapped resources are and how to better utilize them. I'm a very hands-on administrator. The difficulty with that as a superintendent is there's one principle of the building. You never want to usurp that person. They are the captain of that ship. And the teachers need to know who to go to, who they report to. You have that mesh of the mechanics of the teacher with the principal, as well as the supervisor with the curricular initiatives. My job would be to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Being on the same page, at the same time allowing each individual building to be autonomous. Boy, what a trick. What a trick. And that's very, very important to make sure that those policies and procedures are followed so that that district mentality, the district format, is able to be in place, at the same time allowing for individual identity to shape, form, develop. By the way, it's not just on a district basis, it's on a building basis. Science and math competition, social studies, language arts, different world languages, working together for the common good.
My first question here is, what is the population of the school where you're coming from? Is it a high school solely, or is it K? And that's the first part. And the second part is, what experience do you bring with you that will enable you to bring our 6 schools of more than 12,000 students to higher levels and bring a national model for a regional school district?
Thank you. Hackettstown is a K-12 district with K-12 with approximately 2,000 students.
What is the high school population?
High school population is approximately 1,000. Newton School District, K-12, approximately 1,800 students. High school population is about 900. Voorhees High School is a 9 to 12 high school with a population, maximum population when I was there, about 1,200 students. Belvedere was a 9 to 12 district, approximately 1,000 students. And interesting, with those with the 3 K to 12 districts, all had sending-receiving relationships. In Belvedere, there were 3 districts that we had to articulate with. In Newton, 2, and in Hackettstown, 2. If you recall, I indicated at Voorhees we had 13 districts that we dealt with, 6 of which came to Voorhees.